Hello, my name is Javier Marin, and I chose Mark as my partner because this works best for both of us, because
Yeah.
we can't meet together, right? Because you live in Bakersfield and I live in Porterville, and it's
Yeah.
just yeah, but
Yeah.
it's
Hi,
meant
class.
to
My name
be.
is Mark Vasquez, and we ended up choosing the song by Chalino Sanchez. It's Las Nieves de Enero. And so, I mean, I can start us off if you like, Javier. Kind of like for me, the song, um, I've heard it several times. It didn't really, for me, I never really paid attention to it. So I don't know. Maybe my age, I'm not sure. I feel like I'm probably a little younger than you. I'm
Yeah.
24. What about yourself?
I'm
How do you
gonna be
what do you think of the
40.
song?
I'm gonna be 40 this year, so
Yeah, 40. There you go.
I heard it a lot of times. Okay, so for me, when I heard this song about when I was like 5 years old. So
Uh-huh.
coming from the Hispanic cultures, you always have this type of music, right? Corridos,
Yeah,
the tío. You have the tíos in the background,
yeah.
drinking some drinks and having a good time, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So when I heard it, you know how it says you told me because I'm just gonna abbreviate what it says in English. It says
Did you
you
want to
told
go ahead
me
and play it first? Did you want to play it for like just to you want to just
um
play it one time just for them to hear it, or you just want to kind of talk about it?
Um, I didn't really have nothing set up for that, but
No, no, that's fine. Yeah.
I'll just talk about it.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Um, so like in the lyrics it says in Spanish, tú me dijiste cuando llegaron las nieves de enero,
Uh-huh.
um, and then it says ya se fueron las nieves de enero, llegaron las flores de mayo.
Uh-huh.
So when I would hear nieves de enero, I would think about ice cream, right? Nieves,
Yeah, yeah.
because in Spanish is nieves. So
Yeah.
I was all like, why they, is there a certain ice cream during January, And then so as I grew older, and I mean I hear this song like every party I go to, quinceañeras or everywhere,
Yeah.
So as I was growing older, I was like, man, this is like a heartbreak song, This guy was so obsessed with this girl that she gave him hope, She gave him hope saying,
Yeah.
you know what, when the winter comes, we'll get married. We'll go to the church and get married. And so she was just giving him hopes,
Yeah.
all this time. And then so that's what it says, when the Nieves de Enero came, you still haven't said anything, and now Mage Flowers came by and you still haven't responded to me,
Yeah, which was six
So
months later, so he kind of
yeah,
just
yeah,
like kind of ghosted her.
yeah. So
Yeah.
so then I was all like, I was like, okay, well, as I grew older, I was like, oh well, that makes sense, So
Yeah.
now going back is like I can see like for myself as a kid, we don't really know metaphors at the time, right?
Yeah.
So now that he was using that as a metaphor, right? Just to say, hey, you know what? You said certain time, that time hasn't come, that time has come and passed and many years. And then finally at the very end of the song, he says like, you know what? I'm done with it. I'm not gonna be waiting forever, It's a lost cause.
Yeah. It's actually a really good song. I mean, it's very popular in our culture. Like you said, we've always listened to it. I don't know when the song actually came out, but let me
Yeah,
look it up real quick. I could
yeah,
probably.
because he was around the 90s. That's when he was popping in those times, the 90s, 95.
Yeah,
And and like I said, yeah, he was even to this day, you still hear him,
yeah, for sure.
And but like I said at the time, I was like, why are you talking about ice creams? Is there certain ice creams only in January,
Yeah, but in reality, I mean, for me, it was more like the beat. I really enjoyed like the beat to it, and like you hear my uncles and like you said, like the Dios and my dad. They're always listening to the song. I'm like, what does this even mean? I see
Yeah,
them. They're more. They're like really into the song, and to me, it's just like, oh, I really like the beat. Like I enjoy it. It's a popular song within our culture. But yeah,
yeah.
like you said, I've never actually paid attention to it. Um,
Yeah, and now looking back, you can see like, man, that guy. my deal was heartbroken now, huh? 'Cause-
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, now that I think about it, yeah.
Yeah, so that was when I seen that assignment, I was like, you know what, that's a good song because I
Yeah,
mean it's what it says it was is totally different than what I was thinking as a 5-year-old, you know?
yeah,
And now as I grew older, I was all like, you know what? That would make sense. It's a
yeah.
heartbreak song.
Yeah. I'm glad you picked this song, man. It's actually, it's part of our culture, so for sure. I
Yeah,
was thinking more like a English song, but like it doesn't really feel the same, you know?
yeah, yeah. No, yeah, but yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, I think so too, man.
Okay,
Um,
let me stop.
okay.